The easiest way to get to the Halal Guys cart on 53rd and 6th Avenue is to take either the B, D, F, or M trains to the 47th Street, 50th Street, Rockefeller subway station. And once you get off, you'll be about 4 blocks away. The Halal Guys started in 1990 when 3 Egyptian brothers started a hot dog cart in New York City. They later pivoted to sell halal food to Muslim taxi drivers who could not find halal food anywhere else. Now here we are many, many years later. They have 83 locations in New York, New Jersey, and beyond, but their founding cart is here in New York City on 53rd Street and 6th Avenue. The Halal Guys are known to have the best chicken and gyro platter in New York City. But I'll be honest with you, I've eaten at many halal places, many carts in the city, and I continue to do so. And I really think that there are a lot of good ones out there. So the question is halal really the best? So what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a head-to-head taste test. I'm gonna get a platter from the Halal Guys, I'll get a platter from somebody nearby, then do a head-to-head taste test to see which one's better and by how much. So we're pretty much here right at 11 o'clock, so that they're just opening, there's no lines. There's 3 carts here. One, they're cooking some meat over here, chicken. They have a drink cart over here. And then finally, here's the main cart. People are starting to line up for the food. Okay, here's their menu for a platter. Looks to be about $11 for regular size. I think that's what we're going to wind up getting.
Some veggie?
Yeah, a little of everything would be great. Thank you. The sauce is on the side, right? Packet? Yeah, great. Thank you. So we're gonna get the same platter from Halal Express. This cart is actually 1 block away on 52nd off of 6th Avenue. So truly, truly head-to-head competition. How you doing?
Hello,
Do you have a chicken and gyro platter?
chicken?
Chicken and gyro platter?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Rice?
Chicken and gyro platter combo?
Yeah.
How much is that?
In gyro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A platter. Platter. 12? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken and gyro platter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, platter. To go. Thanks. Okay, his card's too high, so I really can't see him cooking it or anything, but they have a pretty full menu here. Okay, on the left here, we have the chicken platter from Halal Express. And here on the right, we have the chicken and gyro platter from the Halal Guys. Now, I was hoping to do a head-to-head. Unfortunately, this is not purely comparable. To be honest with you, when the Halal Express guy was making his food, they're up high in a car, so I couldn't see exactly what he's making. So it's not a pure comparison, but I think it will give us a sense of the quality of food. But why don't we start by looking at the meats here? So if I look at the chicken from the Halal Guys, you can see the chicken looks pretty good. It doesn't look dried up. It looks relatively fresh. It looks relatively firm, so it looks pretty good. So I go to the chicken here. Obviously, the chicken marinated here is a little different, but again, if I look through it, it looks pretty good. It looks fresh. Doesn't look dried up, so it looks pretty good. So beyond that, that's the main direct comparable. Now, the other thing later we're going to do is that I did have them giving me the sauce on the side. So Halal Express gave me the sauce on the side. The Halal Guys also gave me their sauce. Now, they actually sell packets now, so so this is pretty interesting, and we'll put it there. But the first thing we'll do, let's just taste the meat to see what it tastes like, okay? I'm gonna start with Halal Express. Has a very nice taste to it. This is obviously marinated, but very tasty. And again, I think the chicken is fresh. It's not stringy, it's not dry. So let me try the chicken from the Halal Guys. That chicken is very tasty. It's actually also marinated. It's a nice light spicy taste to it. It's really delicious. Wow. Anyway, so the other thing that happened here was I did ask the guy Halal Express to give me rice. I don't think he did that. Okay. If I come here, Halal Guys, they did give me the rice, and if you look at the rice here, it does look wonderful. It's a whole grain rice. It looks very tasty. So I might as well dig into it. The rice is good. It's very, very tasty. So very, very tasty. Wow. Okay. So you know what? I think next what we're going to do here, let's put the sauce down and taste it with everything in it. Obviously, not a direct comparison because obviously the Halal Guys have a lot more ingredients. I have rice. I have there's peppers, there's raw onions, there's less stuff on the other one. Now, ironically, the Halal Express guy charged me $12. The Halal Guy started me $11. So the Halal Express was actually $1 more expensive. Okay, we're gonna put the sauce down now. So I'm gonna start with having the regular Halal Express. Just gonna put a little bit, just off to the side a little bit, so we have see how this tastes. Okay. Then for the other one, I'm gonna open the packet here. This packet. So I'm gonna put some of this just on some of the chicken. I'm not gonna mix it because I just wanna see what the sauce tastes like without the benefit of having some of the hot sauce on it, just to taste it, okay? So let's try that. So this is the Halal Express. Let me get a little bit more. Okay. Let me try the Halal Guys. The Halal Guys sauce is definitely a little richer. It's probably a little more tangy. So they're both good, but I think that seems a little better. But anyway, okay, going back to this sauce that they gave us, I would tell you the best white sauce that I ever had was in a place called Gyro 2. It's no longer in business, but Gyro 2 was across the street from Madison Square Garden. They had the best gyros ever, and it's really because of that white sauce they had. Whenever I went to the garden to see a Knicks game, I always eat there. And when I was in the area, I always eat there also because the sauce is so great. Now, it was so sad, they closed a bunch of years ago, but the owner was very generous. When he left, he actually posted on his window the recipe for the white sauce, and here it is. So I hope you take it down. One of my daughters actually made the sauce, and it was amazing. So I do think that was the best sauce ever. No disrespect to these guys. Let me take a bite of the Halal Express chicken with the sauce. See what that tastes like. It's tasty. It's good. Let me try the other one. Okay, it's definitely more flavorful. The sauce is a little more robust. It's a little tangier, so definitely probably a little better. Now, obviously, unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of having a comparison on the gyro, but let me try the gyro on this side here. It's very tender, has a nice beefy taste to it, so again, very, very tasty. It's time to really dig into this. So I'm gonna put more sauce on the Halal Express, some pita. Let's see what it tastes like once we throw everything together, and hopefully it'll be good. Anyway, here you go. Got some pita. It's tasty. There's a bite of everything. It's very good. Okay, time to take a bite of everything from the Halal Guys, and you can see there's a lot of stuff here. You see, obviously, you see the onions, see green peppers, we have rice, we have pita, so let me get a bite with everything and see how that tastes together. Okay, here we go. I like the crunch of the raw onions, the peppers, the rice, the mixture of the gyro and the chicken. It's delicious. Here's our pita, 2 pitas. So this pita, Halal Guys, definitely a little more tender, soft. This is a little harder. Yeah, this is definitely better. It's a little more moist, a little more tasty. So yeah. Okay, this is delicious. So I held off on putting on the hot sauce on the food because I know the Halal Guys hot sauce is very spicy, so I wanted to not drown out my taste buds. But anyway, let me sample the hot sauce with the chicken for the Halal Express first. It's tasty, not extremely hot, so that's good. Now let me try the Halal Guys, which I know is very spicy, so I'll be very careful here. Wow, that is spicy. Putting it on top of some of the white sauce really gives it an overall amazing taste, so it's really good. Wow. Another bite. Definitely tasty. Okay, let's talk price for a second here. So the Halal Guys charged me $11, and it's a pretty nice meal. The Halal Express guys charged me $12. I was a little surprised, but again, it's a good sized meal. Now, I would say the following. I like the fact that the Halal Guys have their price on a board, so you know exactly what you're paying for. Halal Express, I had to ask him. He did tell me $12. In general, if you're coming to New York City, ask about the price because you know you want to make sure it's a price you're willing to pay. Now, when I heard it was 12, I was thinking to myself, you know what? That's $1 more than halal, but you know what? I'm here to do a taste test, so I'm going to go with it. I'm not going to be surprised if I got the tourist premium because I have a camera. I look like a tourist, but that's okay. You know what? Everyone needs to make a living, and I'm cool with that. But either way, whether you're paying $11, $12 for a meal like this, it is well worth it because you think about Manhattan prices. You went to get a sandwich somewhere, it's going to be over $10, $11 anyway. So this thing for $11 to $12, well worth it, and definitely worth the money. So we're done with our head-to-head taste test, and there's really no contest. The Halal Guys food is much better. I think the meats were much more tasty. The rice is flavorful. Unfortunately, we didn't have a rice to compare it to. I think that the sauce is definitely more robust. And when you put it all together, it was really, really good. Throwing in some peppers and raw onions was a nice little touch to bring out even more flavor. Now, the question is it so much better that if you see a massive line on 53rd and 6th Avenue, that it's worth the wait? I'm not so sure about that. I will say this, though. Look, I'm a tourist when I go to other cities, right? And there are things you just want to do because you said you did it. It's almost like a bucket list. So if you come to New York, you want to say, you know what? I went to the original cart, original halal foods cart on 53rd and 6th, and I had the food, and it was good. Nothing wrong with that. So definitely do that. And obviously, if you come back, you just want a good halal food, you might not go there if it's a long line. You might just pop over to the other side and get Halal Express, which I think was pretty good. And I would tell you, if I was eating that on a standalone basis, it probably would not be as pronounced that the other stuff was much better. In any event, I do have one theory is that they've grown a lot, right? There have been a lot of people who said that they're overrated, they're not that good, the meat is dry, etc., etc. Well, the reality is when you grow that much, going from one cart to 83 locations in New York, New Jersey, and throughout the country, it's harder to maintain consistency in the food, given that it's a food cart that you don't have people supervising like a restaurant, right? So I can see how, depending on the cook, depending on if the meat's been sitting, it might not be as good as if it was fresh. Now, we actually went there very early. At 11 o'clock, we got freshly cooked food. It was delicious. So that's my take on it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe so you do not miss future videos. Thank you so much.